Question 1. Who built the Tower of London and why was it originally constructed? A. Henry VIII to serve as a palace. B. William the Conqueror as a fortress. C. Edward I as a prison. D. Richard III as a treasury. Answer: B. William the Conqueror as a fortress. The Tower of London was originally constructed by William the Conqueror in the 1070s as a fortress to demonstrate Norman power. Question 2. What is the main role of the Prime Minister in the UK government? A. To act as the head of state. B. To serve as the chief lawmaker. C. To lead the government and oversee the civil service. D. To represent the UK in diplomatic matters. Answer: C. To lead the government and oversee the civil service. The Prime Minister's main role is to lead the government, oversee the civil service, and implement policy. Question 3. Which document, signed in 1215, had a profound influence on the legal system of England? A. The Charter of the Forest. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Act of Settlement. Answer: C. The Magna Carta. Signed in 1215, the Magna Carta had a profound influence on the legal system of England by limiting the powers of the king and laying the foundation for common law. Question 4. What was the primary purpose of the Human Rights Act 1998? A. To establish the Supreme Court. B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. C. To reform the House of Lords. D. To introduce devolution in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Answer: B. To incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. The Human Rights Act 1998 was enacted primarily to incorporate the rights set out in the European Convention on Human Rights into domestic British law. Question 5. Who was the first female Speaker of the House of Commons? A. Margaret Thatcher. B. Betty Boothroyd. C. Harriet Harman. D. Theresa May. Answer: B. Betty Boothroyd. Betty Boothroyd was the first female Speaker of the House of Commons, serving from 1992 to 2000. Question 6. What are the key responsibilities of a UK citizen? A. Voting, obeying the law, and paying taxes. B. Serving in the military, voting, and jury duty. C. Obeying the law, attending school, and community service. D. Paying taxes, jury duty, and national service. Answer: A. Voting, obeying the law, and paying taxes. The key responsibilities of a UK citizen include voting in elections, obeying the law, and paying taxes. Question 7. Name the battle in 1066 that marked the beginning of Norman rule in England. A. The Battle of Agincourt. B. The Battle of Hastings. C. The Battle of Bosworth. D. The Battle of Yorktown. Answer: B. The Battle of Hastings. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 marked the beginning of Norman rule in England. Question 8. Who is the official head of the Commonwealth? A. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. B. The President of India. C. The Monarch of the United Kingdom. D. The Secretary-General of the Commonwealth. Answer: C. The Monarch of the United Kingdom. The Monarch of the United Kingdom is the official head of the Commonwealth. Question 9. What significant reform did the Reform Act of 1832 introduce? A. It granted voting rights to all men over the age of 21. B. It abolished property qualifications for voting. C. It extended the franchise and redistributed parliamentary seats. D. It established universal suffrage. Answer C. It extended the franchise and redistributed parliamentary seats. The Reform Act of 1832 significantly extended the franchise and redistributed parliamentary seats to better represent urban areas. Question 10. During which conflict was the National Health Service, NHS, established? A. World War I. B. World War II. C. The Cold War. D. The Korean War. Answer B. World War II. The National Health Service, NHS, was established in 1948, following the end of World War I, as part of the welfare reforms. Question 11. Who wrote the influential work, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman? A. Jane Austen. B. Mary Wollstonecraft. C. Virginia Woolf. D. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Answer B. Mary Wollstonecraft. Mary Wollstonecraft wrote A Vindication of the Rights of Woman in 1792, which is one of the earliest works of feminist philosophy. Question 12. What is the significance of the Gunpowder Plot in British history? A. It marked the end of the English Civil War. B. It was a failed attempt to blow up the House of Lords. C. It resulted in the establishment of the Church of England. D. It led to the union of Scotland and England. Answer B. It was a failed attempt to blow up the House of Lords. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605 was a failed attempt by a group of provincial English Catholics to assassinate King James I and destroy Parliament in the opening of the Parliament session. Question 13. Which king initiated the English Reformation by breaking away from the Catholic Church? A. Henry V. B. Henry VIII. C. Edward VI. D. Charles I. Answer B. Henry VIII. King Henry VIII initiated the English Reformation, which led to the break with the Catholic Church and the creation of the Church of England. Question 14. What is the doctrine of the separation of powers and how is it applied in the UK? A. It refers to dividing government roles into executive, legislative and judicial branches. B. It involves separating church and state functions. C. It delineates powers between the central government and local authorities. D. It separates the roles of the monarch from the government. Answer A. It refers to dividing government roles into executive, legislative and judicial branches. The doctrine of the separation of powers is applied in the UK by dividing roles and powers among the executive, government, legislature, parliament and judiciary. Question 15. Name the ship that famously sank after hitting an iceberg in 1912. A. HMS Beagle. B. RMS Titanic. C. US Arizona. D. SSS Lusitania. Answer B. RMS Titanic. The RMS Titanic famously sank in 1912 after hitting an iceberg during its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City. Question 16. What are the components of the UK Parliament? A. The King, House of Commons and House of Lords. B. The House of Commons, House of Lords and the Prime Minister. C. The House of Commons, House of Lords and the Supreme Court. D. The Sovereign, House of Commons and House of Lords. Answer D. The Sovereign, House of Commons and House of Lords. The UK Parliament is composed of the Sovereign, Monarch, the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 17. When did the UK officially join the European Economic Community, which later became the EU? A. 1967. B. 1973. C. 1985. D. 1993. Answer: B. 1973. The UK officially joined the European Economic Community, now known as the European Union, in 1973. Question 18. What was the main outcome of the Glorious Revolution of 1688? A. The establishment of parliamentary sovereignty over the monarchy. B. The abolition of the monarchy. C. The creation of the Commonwealth. D. The introduction of the Bill of Rights. Answer: A. The establishment of parliamentary sovereignty over the monarchy. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 led to the establishment of parliamentary sovereignty over the monarchy, significantly limiting the powers of the king. Question 19. Who was the British monarch during the Victorian era? A. Queen Victoria. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King George III. D. King Edward VII. Answer: A. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the British monarch during the Victorian era, which is named after her. Question 20. What is the purpose of the state opening of Parliament? A. To elect the Prime Minister. B. To mark the beginning of the parliamentary session. C. To celebrate the monarch's birthday. D. To introduce new members of Parliament. Answer: B. To mark the beginning of the parliamentary session. The state opening of Parliament is an event that marks the formal start of the parliamentary session and includes the Queen's speech outlining the government's agenda. Question 21. Who is credited with the invention of the World Wide Web? A. Bill Gates. B. Steve Jobs. C. Tim Berners-Lee. D. Mark Zuckerberg. Answer: C. Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee is credited with inventing the World Wide Web in 1989, revolutionizing the use and access of information globally. Question 22. What was the impact of the Magna Carta on the British judicial system? A. It introduced the jury system. B. It established the principle of the rule of law. C. It created the position of the Lord Chancellor. D. It abolished the feudal system. Answer: B. It established the principle of the rule of law. The Magna Carta had a lasting impact on the British judicial system by establishing the principle that everyone, including the king, is subject to the law. Question 23. During which war was the Battle of Britain fought? A. World War I. B. World War II. C. The Korean War. D. The Falklands War. Answer: B. World War II. The Battle of Britain was fought during World War II and was a significant air campaign waged by the German Air Force against the United Kingdom in 1940. Question 24. Name the series of laws that led to the creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. A. The Acts of Union 1707. B. The Magna Carta. C. The Commonwealth Acts. D. The Devolution Acts. Answer: A. The Acts of Union 1707. The Acts of Union 1707 were a series of laws that united the kingdoms of England and Scotland into a single kingdom called Great Britain. Question 25. What is the highest award for gallantry that a British soldier can receive? A. The Order of the Garter. B. The Victoria Cross. C. The George Cross. D. The Military Cross. Answer: B. The Victoria Cross. The Victoria Cross is the highest military decoration awarded for valour in the face of the enemy to members of the armed forces of various Commonwealth countries and previous British Empire territories. Question 26. Who are the members of the Privy Council and what are their duties? A. Members of Parliament, legislative duties. B. Senior politicians, advising the sovereign. C. Judges, judicial duties. D. Lords, legislative and judicial duties. Answer. B. Senior politicians, advising the sovereign. The members of the Privy Council primarily include senior politicians who are responsible for advising the sovereign on certain government matters. Question 27. What major sporting event did London host in 2012? A. The FIFA World Cup. B. The Olympic Games. C. The Rugby World Cup. D. The Commonwealth Games. Answer. B. The Olympic Games. London hosted the Olympic Games in 2012, marking the third time the city has hosted the Games, following 1908 and 1948. Question 28. Describe the main functions of the British judicial system. A. To enforce the law, adjudicate disputes, and uphold the Constitution. B. To legislate new laws, enforce policies, and oversee elections. C. To execute government functions, provide services, and maintain public order. D. To coordinate defence strategies, manage international relations, and maintain the monarchy. Answer. A. To enforce the law, adjudicate disputes, and uphold the Constitution. The main functions of the British judicial system are to enforce the law, adjudicate disputes, and ensure justice is administered fairly and impartially. Question 29. Who was responsible for the creation of the welfare state in the UK? A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. Tony Blair. Answer. B. Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee, who served as Prime Minister after World War I, was responsible for the creation of the welfare state in the UK, including the establishment of the National Health Service. Question 30. What is the rule of law and why is it important in the UK? A. It ensures that all laws apply equally to all citizens, providing a stable and predictable legal environment. B. It grants the monarch absolute power over the state and its citizens. C. It prioritizes the military's authority over civilian government. D. It allows for the arbitrary application of law based on social status. Answer. A. It ensures that all laws apply equally to all citizens, providing a stable and predictable legal environment. The rule of law is fundamental in the UK as it ensures that no one, no matter how powerful, is above the law, thus maintaining fairness and justice in society. Question 31. When was the women's suffrage movement most active in the UK? A. Late 18th century. B. Early 19th century. C. Early 20th century. D. Mid-20th century. Answer. C. Early 20th century. The women's suffrage movement was most active in the UK in the early 20th century, leading to significant legal changes granting women the right to vote. Question 32. What treaty ended the American War of Independence? A. The Treaty of Paris, 1783. B. The Treaty of Versailles. C. The Treaty of Ghent. D. The Treaty of London. Answer. A. The Treaty of Paris, 1783. The Treaty of Paris in 1783 officially ended the American War of Independence and recognized the sovereignty of the United States. Question 33. Which British Prime Minister played a key role in establishing the welfare state after World War II? A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Margaret Thatcher. D. Harold Wilson. Answer: B. Clement Attlee. Clement Attlee, the Prime Minister following World War II, played a key role in establishing the welfare state in the UK, including founding the National Health Service. Question 34. Who was the first Briton to win the Tour de France? A. Chris Froome. B. Bradley Wiggins. C. Mark Cavendish. D. Geraint Thomas. Answer: B. Bradley Wiggins. Bradley Wiggins was the first Briton to win the Tour de France in 2012. Question 35. What act abolished the slave trade in the British Empire? A. The Emancipation Proclamation. B. The Slave Trade Act 1807. C. The Abolition Act 1833. D. The Mansfield Case. Answer: B. The Slave Trade Act 1807. The Slave Trade Act of 1807 abolished the slave trade within the British Empire. Question 36. What is the role of the monarch in the modern UK government? A. To govern the country. B. To make and pass legislation. C. To lead the military. D. To perform ceremonial duties. Answer: D. To perform ceremonial duties. In the modern UK government, the monarch's role is largely ceremonial with no governing powers. Question 37. Which British legal document is considered to be a precursor to modern human rights? A. The Magna Carta. B. The Bill of Rights 1689. C. The Charter of Liberties. D. The Act of Settlement 1701. Answer: B. The Bill of Rights 1689. The Bill of Rights 1689 is considered a precursor to modern human rights, laying the groundwork for constitutional monarchy and the rule of law. Question 38. How did the Industrial Revolution affect the UK's development? A. It slowed economic growth due to reliance on agriculture. B. It led to significant technological and social changes. C. It decreased the population in urban areas. D. It reduced the UK's role in international trade. Answer: B. It led to significant technological and social changes. The Industrial Revolution, beginning in the late 18th century, profoundly affected the UK's development, leading to rapid urbanisation and changes in socio-economic and cultural conditions. Question 39. What event does the annual Trooping the Colour ceremony commemorate? A. The Queen's coronation. B. The Queen's official birthday. C. The signing of the Magna Carta. D. The end of the English Civil War. Answer: B. The Queen's official birthday. Trooping the Colour is an annual ceremony held in London to commemorate the Queen's official birthday. Question 40. What was the main reason behind the establishment of the Commonwealth? A. To maintain economic ties between former British colonies. B. To enforce British law in former colonies. C. To promote democratic governance among member states. D. To allow for easier military collaborations. Answer: A. To maintain economic ties between former British colonies. The Commonwealth was established to maintain a political association between former British colonies and promote mutual cooperation. Question 41. Who was the first Archbishop of Canterbury? A. Thomas Becket. B. Augustine of Canterbury. C. George Carey. D. Rowan Williams. Answer B. Augustine of Canterbury. Augustine of Canterbury was the first Archbishop of Canterbury, appointed in the 6th century to establish the Church of England. Question 42. What is the role of the Speaker in the House of Commons? A. To represent the ruling party. B. To oversee debates and maintain order. C. To vote on legislation. D. To advise the monarch. Answer B. To oversee debates and maintain order. The Speaker of the House of Commons oversees debates and maintains order, ensuring that parliamentary rules are followed. Question 43. How is a new law created and passed in the UK? A. The monarch proposes and the Parliament approves. B. The Prime Minister decrees new laws. C. A bill is debated and must pass both Houses of Parliament and receive royal assent. D. The public votes on new laws in a referendum. Answer C. A bill is debated and must pass both Houses of Parliament and receive royal assent. This process involves multiple readings and debates in both the House of Commons and the House of Lords. Question 44. Which English scientist is known for his laws of motion and gravity? A. Charles Darwin. B. Michael Faraday. C. Isaac Newton. D. Stephen Hawking. Answer C. Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton is renowned for his laws of motion and the law of universal gravitation. Question 45. What event led to the imposition of the Commonwealth immigration controls in the 1960s? A. The end of the British Empire. B. Economic downturns. C. High levels of immigration from the Commonwealth countries. D. The outbreak of World War II. Answer C. High levels of immigration from the Commonwealth countries. The Commonwealth immigration controls were imposed in the 1960s due to high levels of immigration from Commonwealth countries, leading to political and social pressure to restrict entry. Question 46. Describe the contributions of the Bronte sisters to English literature. A. They wrote important political treatises. B. They contributed to children's literature. C. They produced influential novels of the Victorian era. D. They were pioneers in feminist poetry. Answer C. They produced influential novels of the Victorian era. The Bronte sisters, Charlotte, Emily and Anne, are famed for their contributions to English literature, including novels such as Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Question 47. What are the legal systems in Scotland and Northern Ireland called? A. Common law and civil law. B. Civil law and statutory law. C. Scots law and Northern Irish law. D. British law and Gaelic law. Answer C. Scots law and Northern Irish law. Scotland and Northern Ireland have distinct legal systems called Scots law and Northern Irish law, respectively. Question 48. Who was the longest reigning monarch before Queen Elizabeth II? A. Queen Victoria. B. King George III. C. Queen Elizabeth I. D. King Henry VIII. Answer A. Queen Victoria. Before Queen Elizabeth II, Queen Victoria was the longest reigning monarch, having reigned for over 63 years. Question 49. Name the historical agreement that recognised Scotland's political and legal independence. A. The Act of Union 1707. B. The Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton. C. The Declaration of Arbroath. D. The Treaty of Union. Answer B. The Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton. The Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton in 1328 recognised Scotland's political and legal independence from England. Question 50. What is the primary function of the Cabinet in the UK government? A. To advise the monarch. B. To implement government policies. C. To legislate new laws. D. To oversee local governments. Answer B. To implement government policies. The primary function of the Cabinet in the UK government is to implement government policies and coordinate the functions of the various government departments